our channel, Koswagatam. Vitam Namuim Kanale. If you're looking for something delicious and nutritious, simple, vegan or vegetarian, then you've come to the right place. As we say in Trinidad, it's nice to bounce up with you. Today I'm cooking dal dumplings. It's a sort of soup with Trini style dumplings and my little twist to it. When I say soup, there isn't as much veggies in it, hence the reason it's called dal dumplings. You get more dal, some dumplings, and maybe a little bit of vegetables. So that's the difference with my recipe today. So it's time to knock a pot, as we say here in Trini. So how do we go about making this? Well, put a pot on your stove, light the fire, and add some water. We're going to bring that water to a boil. And in the meantime, while the water is coming up to temperature, you're going to wash the dal about 3 to 4 times, making sure that you remove the white hard skin and add it to the water. It doesn't matter if the water is hot or not by the time you finish washing. It will come up to temperature. In a blender, you're going to add your seasonings. That is the culantro or bandhania, garlic, and pepper, and you're going to blend this finely. Add that to the dal. Don't forget to add the turmeric and salt. While that's boiling, take a bowl and add about a cup of all-purpose flour and a quarter teaspoon of baking powder. Now I know Trini people, they tend to leave out the baking powder and just knead the dough plain as it is, but it is my preference to add a quarter teaspoon of baking powder. Now add a little water at a time and knead a firm dough, not hard and not soft, just firm. So in the meantime, check the dal to see if it's cooked. If it's cooked, if it's soft, you can press a few pieces, you'll find it soft. You're going to take a swizzle stick or a dal ghutni as we say, or if you have a hand blender, you can use a hand blender and swizzle the dal in the pot. But be careful not to get splatters, okay? Because it can really burn. Now you're going to add the veggies and take the dough that you made and roll it into a log, and then you're going to cut pieces and drop it into the dal. Now be very careful because you don't want to get burned. You can do it in an easier way, and that is actually rolling out that dough into a disc and cutting strips about 1 inch wide, and then cutting that into smaller pieces, and then you add it into the pot. I'm just making my life a lot easier by just rolling a log and cutting it over the dal while it's boiling. Give it a stir to make sure it's well cooked by the time the dumplings are ready, and by that time too the veggies will also be cooked. And voila, you got some yummy dal dumplings. I hope you enjoy it. You will need 1 cup of yellow split peas or dal, 1.5 liters of water, 3 to 4 leaves of culantro or cilantro or bandhania or shadow beni as we call it, 2 cloves of garlic, a half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, also known as hardee powder. For a little spiciness, I'm using just less than half of a small scotch bonnet or habanero pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of mixed frozen vegetables, and this includes diced carrots, peas, corn, and some green beans or string beans. Some folks like to throw in some okra in there, but I really don't like okra in this recipe. So I've just finished cooking my dal dumpling. Oh my god, it is so delicious. It's got dumplings, of course. I had to put some in there because I do need the carbs now and then. Yeah, I'm one of those. The dal, I haven't been having enough protein lately as well because we've been on the lockdown and I've not been cooking too much things with protein, which is my bad. But that's why I decided to make it today. It got some peas in there, frozen peas, some carrots and corn and green beans or string beans as we call them here in Trinidad. And it's so delicious because of the seasoning, and I put half of a habanero or scotch bonnet pepper in there. I'm not sure which one it is. and that was a little spicy, so it gave the food some nice flavor, and it's just delicious. I love it. So good. Remember to like and subscribe and tell me what else you want to see. And by the way, this is vegan, totally vegan. Those of you who want to try vegan food and totally nutritious and healthy. See you in the next video.